Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. We've got a busy show again for you. We'll talk Bulldog football, we'll check in and preview the Ferris State hockey team, and we'll check in on Bulldog athletics marketing and promotions. First up, head coach Tony Annese with the Ferris State football team. Coach, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Rob. Glad to be here.
Coach, you went on the road this past Saturday night, taking on the number 16 team in the country in Saginaw Valley State, and a competitive game that went into overtime. Unfortunately, you come out on the short end of a 31-24 decision, but still nonetheless have to be proud of the effort of your kids.
Yeah, the effort's there, the attitude's there. It's just, you only have so many opportunities to get W's, and the alternative is a loss, and we're frustrated with the loss, obviously, but we just need to be able to settle in and not make mistakes and be able to be competitive, and it's turn the page and go get our next opponent, because we have an opportunity to go to Grand Valley and compete with them.
It seemed like a game that went back and forth and came down to really one or two few plays here or there that really determined the outcome of the game.
Yeah, I thought we started kind of slow, particularly on defense, but in the second half I thought we just dominated the game and actually had the ball with 3 minutes and some change left, and had a key turnover up by a touchdown, and game went to overtime, and we won the toss. And when you win the toss, you typically want to go second to see what you need to do, but probably it would have been smarter for us to go back on offense, because I thought we had a little momentum offensively, but then when they scored, it just, I don't know, it's a struggle just to that belief has to exist, and we're struggling with that belief that we're a good football team.
As we go to the highlights of Saturday's game, a great crowd and a hostile environment in University Center, Michigan, but the Bulldogs able to come out quickly on the first drive and get 3 points.
Yeah, we drove down the field right away and scored. Austin Cantola hit a field goal, and it is a great crowd. It's a great venue, actually. They've done a nice job. I haven't been there in a while, and I didn't grow up too far from there, and they've done a nice job with their facility. But I thought our defense, for the most part, did well. Obviously Jason rushed for over 200 yards in the game for, a redshirt freshman running our offense and running downhill pretty effectively. He did a nice job. Here he hits Jake Lampman for a touchdown, and we're back in the game. We're down 14-3 at the time and 14-10, and there's Jamar Wimberly selling out to block a pass, and they try to strike deep. I thought we did a great job with their best receiver and their quarterback, who is a dynamic player. I thought for the most part we did well. Here Dwayne Williams takes an option play, and we're doing a good job with the option. Jason's managing that part of the game. We just need to do better with the pass game, and we need to do better with ball security. We're minus 8 in the turnover ratio, which it's hard to win here. There's a great screen to Skyler for a first down. We also got to manage our down and distance situations, because third and long for us is a very difficult thing. Here Tarico Searcy takes it on a big run. Their perimeter running was great for the most part, the whole game.
Had over 500 yards of total offense, and top 2 offenses in the conference coming into the contest here. Jason Vanderlyn, a great run for a diving touchdown and gives you the lead. Just talk about offensively. Obviously, you had a lot of yardage and a lot of big plays on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, we did. We just, the things we're looking to get, we're getting. We just need to be better with ball security and, managing the passing game a little bit more effectively. Other than that, it's one of those things that, we're growing. We're getting better in a lot of areas, but we need to get the W.
You get the go-ahead touchdown to take a 24-17 lead, and defense was pretty stout the entire second half. Really held a prolific Saginaw Valley State offense in check for most of the way.
Yeah, for the most part, we did a great job in the secondary. I thought we disguised coverages pretty effectively and made them really work for everything. We didn't give them a lot of big plays. They had to grind it out with their short pass game, and that was a huge play right there. It was 4th and 2, and we got the stop and 2 first downs, and we said 2 first downs and we win the game. Unfortunately, we got 1 first down, and then turn it over on when we're going to get the second first down.
Second of Valley State able to score with a minute 25 left, and both teams actually had an opportunity at the end of regulation, and then as we see the Cardinals score in overtime, and unfortunately you're not able to match it in the overtime session.
Yeah, you know, we in the end of regulation we had a big run. We got down there, and then we had a penalty which put us back to 2nd and 12, and tried to throw the ball to KG, and we missed on that one. 3rd and 12, you know. Those are down in distances that aren't very all that, you know, right now with a young team, we're not manageable, and it's tough for us to make those kind of big plays, and so it hurt us. The penalty hurt us, but all in all, again, I'm proud of the effort, and the attitude's been great, and we just need to get that winning mentality. You know, it's going to come. I just hope it comes sooner rather than later.
Obviously a tough loss to take, but shouldn't have much of a problem getting your kids ready to play again as you head to Allendale to take on your rival Grand Valley State this Saturday.
Yeah, I just hope you know, we have the right mindset and we go there to compete and believe that we can win that game. You know, part of this thing is such a mental thing, and overcoming that mindset that, hey, you know, we don't know how good we are kind of deal. We're competing with nationally ranked opponents. We just got to overcome those nationally ranked opponents and get the W's, and part of that is just the right kind of mindset and right kind of approach that, you know, we are a good team, and believing that we're going to be, you know, the kind of team that can go to a place like Allendale and knock off the 4th ranked team in the nation.
Obviously your first experience here with the Anchorbone Classic, but you've been around West Michigan long enough to know the rivalry between Ferris State and Grand Valley. What do you expect coming in on Saturday?
Well, first off, you know, they went up to Michigan Tech and got a huge win, which you know, I was, you know, if I had to pick that game, I would have picked Tech, honestly. And so, you know, I think Coach Mitchell's done a great job with this group. He's had injuries. You know, he lost his starting quarterback, and you know, they've been really, honestly, remarkable. Because last year at this time when Ferris went to play them, you know, they had 3 losses, and so I think they've done a great job of preparing their kids, and we just need to go out there and compete with them. You know, I told our guys, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, all the things that, you know, facility-wise, those don't win. You know, it's just a matter of just the 11 guys on the field performing to the best of their ability and going and competing. And, you know, I would like to be able to think that we can run the ball on them and keep their offense off the field. We're, you know, and right now they're the #1 ranked offense in the GLIAC. We're the #1 rushing team in the GLIAC. So if we can rush the ball effectively, keep them off the field a little bit, you know, keep it tight, you know, we have nothing to lose at this point in time. If we can go there and get a W, then, you know, we're back in the GLIAC North race, but we need to go there with a sense of urgency and believe that we can compete with them.
Well, Coach, best of luck as you get ready to head to Allendale on Saturday night.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update after this.
Welcome to the School of Digital Media at Ferris State University. We offer 3 programs that provide hands-on experience with applied learning and enhancing skills as a generalist through the process of storytelling. Small class sizes provide daily exposure and operation of state-of-the-art equipment. Whether you enjoy making movies, developing animated programming, or even creating next-generation technology, the School of Digital Media at Ferris State University is the best way to prepare yourself for industry success. For more information, please visit our website.
Find your future at Ferris State University. Offering more than 180 degree programs, Ferris State University will prepare you for a rewarding and successful professional life with an education that connects theory with practice. Ferris students benefit from hands-on learning, state-of-the-art technology and facilities, and internship opportunities. With an engaging and friendly campus community and many scholarships available, Ferris State University is ready to help you build a great college experience.
Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk Ferris State hockey now with us, head coach Bob Daniels. And Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, it's good to be here, Rob.
Last time we had a chance to talk with you was last season at the end of the year, right after your team had reached the Frozen Four in the national championship game, and kind of amazing how quick the offseason has went.
It is, although I remember back to us talking at the end of last year. I'm much more relaxed and rested than I was at that point, but it is, you know what, the summer was quick, but it's exciting right now. We're getting ready for another season, and it's always the best time of the year for me.
Your team hits the ice this week, exhibition game on Sunday against Ryerson University at 3:05 here in Big Rapids, and I know your team excited and looking forward to being back on the ice.
We really are, and we've had, as coaches, kind of limited exposure to the players by NCAA rules. Now, our strength coach, Dave Sensors, pretty much had access to them all the way along, up to 8 hours a week. But for ourselves, we find we pretty much we're down to 2 hours a week that we're really with the kids and on the ice, and it's tough to get a feel for things. I can tell you this, we're in great condition. Dave Sens has done an outstanding job with that. The attitude's really good, and we're just looking forward now to actually getting into some practices where we don't have to limit it to 45 minutes on the ice, and we have a little bit more time with the kids.
I know a busy offseason with all the success that you had last season, and certainly the incoming recruiting class, a big part of that offseason. And talk about those guys coming in and what you expect out of that incoming class.
Well, it's going to be, we're going to lean heavy on some of these kids now. We lost 4 defensemen, graduated 4 defensemen from last year. And meaning that with us knowing we returned 4, that means we're going to have at least 2 freshmen in the lineup every night at minimum. And that's a big deal, but it could be even more. So we're going to see the impact on our team by freshmen heaviest at defense. We've got 3 freshman forwards that all look good, to this point, but we returned so many forwards that have seen a lot of action, played power play, penalty kill, that really the opportunities for a freshman forward coming into this year aren't going to be there right away, and they're going to have more time to season and develop. And similarly in net, C.J. Mott looks great. He's lost 17 pounds from last year. He's in tremendous shape, and I think he's ready right now to take on the mantle of our goaltender, certainly to start the year. And he's got 2 big skates to fill, if you will. He's going to have Pat Nagel, who was an All-American 2 years ago, then Taylor Nelson, who was an All-American last year. So, there's going to be a lot of pressure, and he's going to have to deal with that pressure while he's also dealing with 4 freshman defensemen. So this is not the same team that Taylor Nelson played behind last year.
You mentioned you lost some guys. You lost 8 guys overall off of last year's team, a couple of All-Americans, as you mentioned, Taylor Nilsson and Chad Billings being the other one. But with the experience you have coming back, what are some of the expectations, and how does that experience last year help fuel those expectations?
Certainly. I think the taste of success that we had last year makes everyone hungrier. We want that success. I could say it's right from the fans to the coaches to the players. But with that has to come a level of temperament, understanding that this is not the same team. We did roll over 8 players. We graduated 8 of them. And so this will be a different version of Bulldog hockey. We have a lot of really good quality players returning. We are young at the one position being defense, and we're a little bit of a question mark with CJ in net, although I got to see him all last year. He's very capable. I think as we look forward, if I had to guess, how is it going to unfold? I think we'll have some growing pains beginning of the season. Some games we may look like $1 million. The next game may wonder if we'll ever win again. But I think that's just the nature of what we're going to deal with our youth. But I could see this team developing over the course of a season, and this is our job now as coaches, that when we hit the second half of the year, that we're trending the right way, and we can have a real good, strong finish, strong second half, strong finish. I think our goals are the same this year as they were last year and pretty much every year. We want to be a top 5 team in our league. We want to be an upper division team, would like to have home ice in the playoffs, would like to get to Joe Louis, and we would like to receive an NCAA bid. And so those are our goals, and we won't change them from what they were a year ago. I think those are good goals, and I think those are obtainable for our team.
The Bulldogs will start off the season next week on the road. Then you come back for a non-league home series against Mercyhurst, and then into the final year of CCHA action. And just talk about this being the final year of the CCHA before you move on to the WCHA next year, and what it means to be associated with the CCHA here in this final season. Sure.
Well, with any change, there comes an element of sadness and also an element of excitement. The sadness, certainly, I've spent 25 years or close to it in the CCHA, and I've watched the league grow and develop and become really one of the powerhouse conferences in all of college hockey, and with some great names in terms of administrators, coaches and past players that have come through and had an impact, not only college hockey, but the National Hockey League as well. And to see that leave is really disappointing. However, the excitement comes that we're going to join a new conference, the WCHA. Now, that's not necessarily a new conference. It's new to us. But it's a conference, again, that's probably one of the top 3 conferences in college hockey. I think it will continue to be so. And all of a sudden, now we're in a conference with Michigan Tech. That's tremendously exciting for us. Minnesota State, Bemidji. And then we also have a lot of the followers from the CCHA in northern Michigan, Bowling Green, Lake State. So we'll have some rivals that our fans are familiar with, and some new ones that I think our fans are going to anticipate, in a very positive way. So, sadness from the standpoint of I hate to see the CCHA go, but I'm also excited about what the future holds for Bulldog hockey.
Bulldogs, one of 5 CCHA teams are ranked here in the American Hockey Coaches Association preseason poll, and certainly going to be competitive as you're the defending league champion. But as we mentioned, several teams out there that hopefully will have a chance to win a championship as well on their end here in the final season.
Sure, and you look at our league and it's always tough, and I'd have to say on paper, and that's all these polls are, it's a reflection of last season, and for us to be in the top 15, it's a feather in our cap. It means that we had a good last year, but that's all it means. We've got to earn that. We haven't earned anything, and just like the years when we're picked lower, I always feel like, well, we didn't earn that either. Well, we haven't earned a top 15 spot, but it's nice to see. Now, if you look at our league, I see 3 teams that on paper stand ahead of the rest of us for right now, and that's going to be Michigan, Western Michigan, and Notre Dame. Those 3 on paper look to be really, really strong, and I think that was reflected in the polls. But from there, it's grab, and you could take the other 8 teams, throw them in a bag, pull out names, and that'd be just about as well as you could pick them. Now, our goal and our job as a team is to try to crack those top 3 and see if we can't, all of a sudden make that a 4-team race. But we got a ways to go before we can talk that way, I guess.
As you look back to last year, what did last year do for you as a program in terms of the expectations and obviously the tremendous accomplishments you had a year ago? What has that done for you here as you head into another season?
Certainly it's impacted our recruiting in a positive way. Now, the kids that we had coming in this year, we'd already had recruited by the time we had that season. But these are 8 really good recruits. I'm not saying that, but the real impact will probably be felt in the next couple of classes that we're in the midst of recruiting. But, last year was kind of the cherry on top of what really has been maybe a decade-long run of pretty good success, where we've been a winning program. We're well over the 500 mark. We finished in the upper division of the CCHA more often than not. So that it wasn't, it wasn't an overnight success. It's been a bit of a labor of love. But certainly last year was maybe the one that, beyond regionally in Michigan and in the Midwest, where they know, hey, Ferris got a good hockey program, maybe now it's a little bit more of a national brand, if you will.
Well, Coach, best of luck as you hit the ice this Sunday, an exhibition game against Ryerson University, and obviously with the start of the season next week.
Thank you, Rob.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.
Thank you for calling Big Rapids Mendocinos. How can I help you? Yep, that'll be 20 minutes.
Thank you for the pizza. Pizza's here.
Oh man, I love our 10% student discount.
Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris Sports Update. Let's talk about Bulldog marketing and promotions. And with us, Associate Athletic Director John Coles. John, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for having me.
I know the fall season well underway, but a busy summer as we go back and look at the summer. And I know a number of important initiatives out of marketing and promotions related to Bulldog Athletics.
Absolutely. It was a busy summer for myself and the team, starting with the website redesign, thanks to multi-talented Rob Bentley and his assistant Dominic Hennig. I think we now have a site that is both user-friendly, gives people what they want when they come to ferrisstatebulldogs.com, and the social media, the video. And besides that, it gives us an opportunity to recognize upcoming promotions and our corporate sponsors. So it was a great new redesign, and we're really happy about it. Aside from that, there was a social media summer, which went really well. In fact, about 2 weeks ago, I got an email from a Pac-10 member saying, hey, I was on your social media Facebook page and saw that what you were doing. Can you give me some more information about that? So what we've done has gotten some national recognition, and it's exciting to know that we're sort of setting the standard when it comes to certain initiatives. There was a Trivia Tuesday, Where Are You Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, a lot of fun days in that social media summer that the team put together and went over really well.
Talk about the social media campaign and just what social media means to an athletic department in this day and age with the way to connect with fans.
Well, like you said, it is the way to connect. The Where Are You Wednesdays, we got pictures of people from all over the world. An Army base in Afghanistan, a woman in her Ferris State Bulldogs t-shirt. We got a picture from actually former student athlete Tina Muir at the Olympics with her Ferris State Bulldogs t-shirt. It's a way to brand ourselves globally, and a way, again, to just reconnect with people. And reconnecting, I think of Throwback Thursdays in a late 80s, early 90s softball picture, and how we re-engaged those alums. Just putting that picture on a social media site just sort of blew up. So it's fun, it's engaging, and it's the way you sort of do business now in educational athletics.
I know another way you had to connect was with some of the business partnerships that Bulldog Athletics has, and just talk about how the sales season went and what those sponsorships and those partnerships mean to Bulldog Athletics.
Well, for the 4th straight year, we set record sales in our corporate sponsorship sales. It was a great summer, and I wouldn't be able to do it without our interns. I have to note sort of former soccer student athlete Michaela Spraggins and current football player Taylor Leonard helped us sell this summer, and we're very obviously successful. And it's not always just student athletes though either. It's a pipeline that we get from the College of Business. Reference Alicia Thomas, starting with her 3 years ago, ended up at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Eric Cole 2 years ago, now at the Indiana Pacers. I'm very proud of our interns and how they help us sell, but then how they use that to catapult themselves into the marketplace and be successful there as well.
As you move into the fall season, obviously a lot of excitement for Ferris State football with a new coaching staff and the season, and a couple home games so far, but a lot of home games still out there for Bulldog Athletics and fans.
It's been a great staff to work with. They're very cognizant of marketing, and I mean, just before that first game, a couple players and myself went from fraternity to fraternity, reaching out to these guys saying, hey, will you come support us? And just making those personal connections. And we had over 1,000 students at that first football game. I give credit to the staff for making connections within the campus and bringing people to the game. But aside from that, we've partnered with the Gate Entertainment Center here in Big Rapids to bring a fall concert series. And before every football game, we have a concert in their parking lot. That same band who plays at our football game then plays later at the night at the Gate. It's been a great partnership. That first game, I was shocked how many students were dancing in front of the stage, and it was a legit concert. Just a lot of fun. So that's brought some excitement as well.
Obviously, with the start of October hockey season coming up soon, and actually the first exhibition game, as we talked with Coach Daniels this weekend, talk about some of the hockey promotions you have coming up and how season ticket sales have went for Bulldog hockey.
Well, coming off last year's run, season hockey tickets are incredible. 5 years ago we had 195 student season tickets. This year we're close to 600. So over 5 years we've almost tripled our student season tickets. Aside from that, adult season tickets are up. K through 12, senior citizen, faculty, staff, all our sort of different segments are up, and it's due to last year's run, but also, I mean, we're getting all renewals back as well, so people are happy with their experience, their game day experience when they come to hockey. From a promotion side, that first weekend against Mercyhurst, we're raising 2 banners. That will be exciting. It's also our alumni hockey weekend. We're bringing a bunch of alums back to try to re-engage them, bring them back to campus. We don't have many home games before, I think it's 5 or 6 home games before Christmas break. So fans will have to, if they want their hockey fix in the fall, they're going to have to come out. There's only 5 opportunities to come out.
Fans obviously can buy tickets through the ticket office Monday through Friday. Call 591-2888 or visit ferrisstatebulldogs.com. But one key note for fans, the ability to purchase tickets in advance and save money over the game day rates this season.
Absolutely. Just like with football and in turn with hockey, if you buy in advance, you'll save a couple dollars on each ticket price.
A couple promotions later on in the year, Brutus the Bulldogs' birthday in early February, and a big TV game in later February 16th against Bowling Green State.
I think it's February 1st where we're having Brutus's birthday party. It's my 4-year-old's most exciting promotion for him, as Brutus invites all his mascot friends to the game, whether it be the Grand Rapids Griffin or the Cardinal from Saginaw Valley or the Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll have 6 to 10 mascots on the ice and walking around the corridor. And yeah, always a fun event for kids, February 1st, and yeah, later that month, TV game, which we celebrate hockey in Michigan, and we're part of a doubleheader that night on I think it's Fox Sports Detroit.
Well, congratulations again on all the success, and best of luck out of the Bulldogs here this athletic season.
Thank you, Rob.
That's going to do it for another episode of Ferris Sports Update. A reminder, you can follow all the action online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com.